I'm so used to Kai starting it, dude. What's up, everybody?
I was gonna say it's your game. What do you want from me?
Sunday night or Friday night. Friday night, Rustic rolling over. Start it over.
This is terrible.
Oh God, it's great. Hello, everybody. My name is Chaser, and welcome back to another episode of Nightmares of Fellcrest. You see my RGB keyboard lighting up my face? It's like a horror movie.
I mean, your face is good enough for that.
Ooh. Kai, take your hat off.
No.
That's what I thought, bitch. I know what's under there. You're looking like Tim Pool under there, bitch. I know. Can you believe this guy? All right, anyways.
Where's my millions of dollars?
Well, you're not grifting enough on the internet. Clearly.
That's true. That's true. I ain't grifting
you need
enough.
To grift more. Anyways,
oh my God.
Like I said, welcome back to another episode. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so exciting. It's a special episode. Probably shorter, but big things will happen this evening. Big things like me in all the places. Never mind. Okay. Of course, I have my wonderful, that's a strong word. I have my living, breathing players here with me tonight. We have the very handsome when he has a bag over his head. Kai Schwarzer playing the Dragonborn Paladin Mornoth Woras, everybody. And clapping sound effects. Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Why does it repeat? That shit pisses me off.
Because when you start up a new thing, it automatically has a clip for a loop track. So you have to click it in order for it to do that.
I figured it out. I'm getting smarter every day, guys.
Bound to happen eventually.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Damn.
That's why I said eventually.
I mean, maybe when I'm like 80. Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Good evening, everybody. I am ready to figure out what it is that we are destined to achieve tonight.
A TPK.
Do what?
TPK. You don't know what that means, do you?
We're gonna piss off the Empress and she's gonna kill us.
TPK stands for total party kill. It's whenever you accidentally unbalance your shit and you kill your whole party. Most of the time on accident. Sometimes it's on purpose. Like if you're playing Cyberpunk, it's on purpose because they're supposed to die. But every other game, it's probably an accident.
Well, of course we're out of balance. We don't have Brixby with us.
Exactly. Brixby is level 20, level 80 sorcerer, wizard, warlock, fighter class. He's just a badass.
Wow.
Anyways, that was Kai. He really didn't use his intro very well.
No,
what an idiot! What an idiot! And then, of course, we have the sexy, making me question my sexuality, actual VTuber, because all the rest of us have given up on that.
Not yet, Dick. Not yet.
Nomi S wins playing our Goliath barbarian Thakar Zorian. The last name is silent. Nomi, everybody.
I hope everyone's had a good week so far.
Why is he deepening his voice like that?
Because I always do when I talk as Thakar, Chaser. You should know this.
I see.
Where were you the other 8 sessions?
No, you don't. Yeah, you literally don't. You sound weird now. Go back to being normal, Thakar.
I usually...
He's like, I literally talk... No, you don't, dude. You changed something with your voice. It's character development.
I don't know. Maybe I unlocked something after being sick for 2 weeks.
Okay, anyways, let's move on. Jesus. And then, of course, we have Honestly, Bun is kind of over for as DEI rep. I think Mama Bun is doing a better job, and she's a better player than everybody else. So
I don't know who Mama is. What are you talking about?
the Mama Bun over here is the sideways, lovely,
Thank you.
lovely new player as of last session. We waited on her. She was like, go on without me. Absolutely not. We will not play without you at all. I don't want to. Mainly because I don't like the other three people here. But you're playing the. Hold on, I'll remember. Half elf. Yes. The half elf fighter. Saaya.
Saaya. Perfect. Yes. Hello.
I got it. Now you say hello.
Hello.
Good enough. Okay. Better than Nomi's.
Instructions unclear.
Yeah, instructions unclear. And then, of course, last and certainly least, let's be honest. I'm just kidding. Beautiful, lovely,
least.
gorgeous, intelligent, independent, other word. Chaos Bunny, Crystal Bun playing the Dark Elf Rogue Saryah. Oh, and clap. I never gave Mama Bun a clap.
Wow.
God damn it! I always forget someone. It's okay. It'll be all right. You haven't earned your clap.
Chaos little chaos. I'm telling you.
That's chaos.
And we love it.
How is it chaos? All of you are. None of you have jobs. Oh my. Just kidding. Kai has a job. He works as like a, I don't know, McDonald's employee or something. But the other two.
Come on, I got a little bit more class in myself. It's Pizza Hut, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's much better.
It's like half a tier up.
Hey,
I heard Mama Bun is actually. Go ahead.
I was gonna say at least we don't denigrate ourselves to serving the McRib.
Dude, that's not denigration. The McRib is fire. As you can tell based on this, yeah, I'm a fan of the McRib.
Yeah, it should have been obvious.
To be fair, the onions are so bad. Take the onions off. McRib should not have onions.
What other onions?
They're like basic. I mean, it's McDonald's, so basically.
Onions.
But other than the onions, great. It's a great meal. Mama Bun, by the way, is an international bounty hunter. She kills political targets a lot, so don't make her mad. Okay, all right. Introductions out of the way.
I'm not sure where you're going with that one.
I
have no idea.
I'm just shooting from the hip, Nomi. Why don't you get on board?
Okay then.
That sounded way more mean and intense than it should. Like, Nomi, how about you shut the fuck up? Okay. I'm your DM Chaser, and we are going to go ahead and get into it, okay?
Yes.
Is that cool with everybody?
Yeah, let's get started.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah.
Bun's like, I want to play now. Do it now. Now. Okay. Let's go to where you are. Oh my god, excuse me. That was gross. I'd eat sandwiches for dinner. What am I?
If you're gonna do that, at least do it like in the Avs way where he burps, he just at least yells boobies.
Well, I thought that was a sound effect that he.
No, that's literally him doing it every time he does burp. He's just like boobies.
Okay, well, shut up, Kai. You're stupid. Stinky. All right. So, our heroes find themselves in the magnificent Crimson City of Aerith. They have met up with Saaya, a soldier for the city guard. and who answers directly to their newfound friend Thalius. They met Saaya while tracking a bounty down in the forests south of Aerith, looking for a bandit captain, or a defected, a former soldier who defected and had pledged himself to the mysterious Lord Craxus, a name they keep hearing over and over again recently. But now that they have met back with Thalius, they are on their way to finally meet this mysterious benefactor who has been, shall we say, guiding the party for the past few weeks. And hopefully some much needed answers will be provided to them. Okay. So it's just you four and Thalius. So the five of you return to the city, and as you get there, you see people are beginning to kind of move towards the center of the city where the palace lies. Oh. Now, like I said before, there are throngs and throngs of people here. A ton. It's packed. Like a typical, I don't know, Chinese city. It's absolutely full of people everywhere. Walking around. Horse-drawn carriages are running around. People are yelling at you to buy stuff. But you notice that a lot of people are moving towards the center, like I said. As you make your way through the city, towards the center, which is where Thalius seems to be guiding you, you see. Finally, you get as you get closer and closer to the Crimson Tower, or the Crimson Palace, which has the Crimson Tower atop it. Have I described the Capitol building to you guys yet?
Wasn't it like white and like gold and something?
No. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I'll do it one more time.
I think basically what you done was that we could see what looks like to be like the main
tower. The tower
and
is
everything in the distance, but we haven't gotten like a actual really close to it to actually see what it looked like.
Yeah, you've been able to see this tower since probably coming down the Teardrop River from Faln when you escaped. I mean, you've been able to see it from a very far away. And the tower up close is, I mean, it's magnificently large. Think like Cyrodiil's tower, just like unbelievable up close. The tower, it rises high into the air. It's like a skyscraper type building, but in the medieval periods, so you can see it from much further away than you'd think. For one, it's made largely, pretty much completely of two materials, that being stone as its foundation and plated, like the stone is plated with brass. Sometimes this tower is called the Brass Tower, and the building is called the Brass Palace, or Crimson, either way. And you quickly understand why it has its namesake, because it's about 4-ish in the afternoon, so the sun is shining from the west. So you can see that in the kind of afternoon light, the whole city, but especially the palace, it kind of is lit up with like a red tint, and it's very beautiful. It's very large, made of brass, kind of in a Gothic style, and it has silver trim. I don't even know what else I could say about it. If you have any questions about it, I'll be happy to answer them. But I mean, it's like the premier city of the world, so
Yeah.
you get it. Okay. But atop, not exactly atop it, but about halfway up the tower, you can see. Actually, give me a second. What are you guys playing? Dragonborn, Goliath. Who has dark vision? This is a weird question, but
I do. And I believe Mama does as well.
yeah, Mama Bun does too. I don't think anybody else does. So if you have dark vision, what about your perceptions?
Dark vision, I got it.
Nomi, what's your perception? Plus what?
-14.
Oh, I thought you said minus, like minus.
No, mine is.
My brain sputtered out. I was like, is he joking or what the fuck is he doing?
No,
mine is 14. I understand. Mama Bun, what's your perception?
14.
My perception is 12.
Is that your passive perception?
Yes.
Okay. 12. All right. So Nomi, Bun, and Mama Bun. Sorry, Kai. You're left out again.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
High up the tower, you can see it's hard to make out from this distance, but a figure leans over one of the balconies. And suddenly a kind of booming voice erupts from the tower and kind of all around you. And it speaks, and it's got this grand voice, and it says, "Welcome, my friends, finally to the main festivities of this beautiful festival that we are throwing. 700 years the Remus family has ruled over Arthest. We took over in a time of great strife. But in the time that we have ruled, we have made our country prosperous again." And every word kind of echoes off the buildings and everything, so it's almost like a big microphone is going off around you, by the way. You can imagine it. I know you can. Okay. So he continues. He says, "Today we would like you, all of you who have who have journeyed here, to know you are most welcome here. No matter what country you're from, be it an old ally or an old enemy, this festival and all of its happenings are accessible to you. What does he say? He goes, please know that while you are here, you will be protected and serviced by our many, many great citizens, as well as our guards and soldiers who risk their lives every day to protect us from threats. Now, with that, I would like to officially commence the beginning of the Centennial Festival. Enjoy." And the whole crowd, which is thousands and thousands of people, cheers and claps. Music starts playing through the crowd. You see people, everyone's going crazy. It is about mid. By the way, I know we haven't kept a hard time, but it's about mid-December now. You guys have been traveling about 4 to 6 weeks together over in all. And so these festivities are going to last about 2 weeks from now until the beginning of the next year, right? When the year will change from 699 to 700. Okay. In case you were curious. So,
Okay.
Thalius, he looks back and he says, "Quite the welcoming, huh? Looks like you all made it just in time for the festivities."
Wow.
Certainly does seem that way. Now, remind me, when is it? Are we going to be meeting with the with your mistress?
My friend, we're going to meet her right now. We just
Good.
have to wade through this small crowd.
Should
The-
we bring an offering or something?
My mistress is not. She does not care for the formalities of the royalty. She'd prefer it if you came as normal. In fact, you might be a bit too dressed up to meet her, but your clothes will have to do. Come now. He kind of waves. He waves Thakar to the front to help wade through the crowd a little bit easier, since you can kind of see over most people.
That fits, yeah.
So Kai
Yes.
and so Mornoth and Saryah, you two, as you are wading through the crowds, you keep on seeing some very strange, very particular symbols. Saryah, you know them as the seal of your old master's house.
Oh, okay.
Basically, anyone who worked for her would have this seal on them somewhere, wearing it. Sometimes it'd be branded or tattooed on people.
Mhm.
Not always, but you see a couple of that. Mornoth, on the other hand, you keep seeing individuals staring at you in particular. And usually they're heavily armored, like mercenary types.
Mhm.
No one you know, but they keep on, like, you just feel like you're a little. You don't know if you're being paranoid or what, but
I was gonna say, is there something I can roll that, like, maybe if I like concentrate hard enough, I could possibly hear if they're saying anything?
Yeah, same.
you'll have disadvantage. Both of you will. In this crowd, it's going to be tough. But sure, you can roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Great, I'll do it with my 0 perception. Disadvantage. I got an 8. God damn it!
I got a 26.
With
At your
disadvantage?
disadvantage?
Alright, no, I ignore that.
I was
What's
gonna
the
say,
lower- what's the lower
lowest
number?
Number.
Wait, will I go find that?
What are you using?
D&D Beyond.
Then just roll it again, and you just use the lower of the two.
Oh, okay, got it. The lower of the two will be a 13.
Okay.
Can't tell either.
All right.
Okay.
But you know that people are staring at you.
Well, I'm just still going to be
Now-
taking our allies here as advice of saying that pretty much just I'm pretty much just going to like play it calmly and all that, and just like just keep on going. And if
Sure.
anything was to happen, then
You
I
don't
guess
know
shit will
nothing.
happen.
You ain't seen nothing. You don't know nothing. Got it.
Exactly.
All right.
I think I'm just going to keep an eye out, but like she's gonna hold on to her locket with like a death like grip. Like, oh my gosh. And move closer to more.
Okay.
Okay. Thalius leads you through the crowd, and you finally get to the main gate of the palace, which goes into the courtyard around it. The gate is obviously closed. But Thalius approaches and he hails the guard. The guard says, he says, Captain Thalius, welcome. Are these guests yours? And he kind of points to the rest of you. Oh, fuck. I made myself talk to myself. Shit. Oh, God. Anyways, Thalius, he looks up. He says, he just kind of gives a nod. The captain, or the guard who's at the door, and he says, all right. I hope you know what you're doing. Lord Remus said no visitors. Thalius chuckles to himself. So the soldier, he hails them, and the gate starts to open. He says, welcome back, Captain Thalius, and welcome back, Saaya.
Thank you.
The gate opens. The guards that are on the ground near you, they kind of keep the crowd from like pushing in or trying to sneak in or whatever. And you guys go through the gate, I assume.
Mhm.
And you find yourself in the inner walls of the Crimson Palace, which of course the tower is, gonna look straight up. It's monumentous. I think both work. Anyways, some guards, they come over. One of them asks, I'll need each of you to hand over your weapons. Not Saaya, not Thalius, obviously. They're fine. But you three, let's see.
All right.
If, well, do you hand them over or what?
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I hand mine over a little reluctantly, but
More, do you have your face mask on or what? Or not?
I'm pretty sure that if everybody was looking at me, then more than likely I did not have it on.
I
Okay.
can't
So,
find it down too.
one of the guards, as he takes your weapon, he says, Master Woras, it's kind of a miracle that you found yourself here.
Being told that, his eyes are just gonna open wide open. His eyes are just gonna be like going wide open after hearing that. It was like just thinking in the back of his head is like, I haven't been addressed like that in half a decade. He ain't saying it out loud. He's just inner monologue going on.
Roll a history check.
A history check.
Mm-hmm.
I got a nat 1.
Okay, you're just like
Pretty much.
So the guard who said that to you, he says, Master Woras, you don't remember me, do you?
I'm sorry. It's after everything that went down so long ago. My mind is like deteriorated.
Totally. He said it's totally
after
fine.
someone-
We only
yes.
spoke maybe 3 or 4 times ever, but I was one of the defectors with you. I believed you were innocent from the beginning. I used to be a guard for Orthale.
You have no idea how much that means to me. If somebody from there believing in my innocence. Thank you.
Name's Garrus. And it's good to have you here. Know that of any of the guards who know your name, and there are many here, pretty much all of us agree that you're a war hero. You deserve respect. So, just wanted to say hello, and it was good to see you again.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Garrus.
So he takes your weapons.
Yeah.
The rest of yours too. He says, "Ha, stupid barbarian." Then he looks at you, and then he just gives you a gross look, Saryah. So he's but I'm just kidding.
Is this Garrus? I was gonna say, is this Garrus saying this?
Garrus is a little, I don't know. Garrus might be a little racist, guy.
Great.
I'm kidding.
Possibly.
All right. I was gonna say, if he's gonna be saying that, then
No, I'm
Okay.
Mornoth's like, what the fuck, dude? Okay, no, I'm kidding. So
I have to do
Saaya-
friends with dark elves.
So yeah, my girlfriend's a dark elf, by the way. So
Not in this canon.
I have dark elf friends. I have
exactly.
a dark elf friend. I have lots of dark elf friends. Okay, Saaya, you remember, I don't know if it'll come up, but you do have your weapons on you, and you're the only one who does, other than Thalius. Just remember that.
Okay.
Hopefully it won't come up, but you never know with Bun running around what could happen.
Wow.
So Thalius, he waves you on. You go through the main doors of the palace, and you enter into a massive throne room with doors that lead off in every direction. And there's a massive table with like 200 chairs, and it's adorned with all these most beautiful. I don't want to say china, but basically like really nice, dishes.
Yeah.
At the very end of the hall, which is a huge hall, by the way, it takes up like half the bottom floor, because there's like big columns of brass all in the room, but at the far end of it, you see atop a throne, Emperor William Remus the 13th. I think it's the 13th. Yeah, it's the 13th, I think. And in a smaller throne next to him is the Empress. Fuck, I don't even remember my own names that I made up, guys. I haven't written those in a while.
Could you?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know the entire royal family by name.
I mean, you definitely should. That's the burden of being a DM.
I know.
Remember every.
And Delara, right? No, Empress Allison. Sorry.
That's cute.
So Emperor, the Empress Allison is sitting there with him. Thalius first off waves you to approach the two as soon as you walk through the door. And he kind of whispers to you as you walk. By the way, 2 royal guards accompany you up to the throne as you walk there. But Thalius kind of looks to each of you and he whispers, "Before we go anywhere else, it is customary to pay your respects to His Highness. Do not speak unless spoken to. Understand?"
Oh, Saryah got this down like she knows how to act. Like,
So it's like, "Yeah, bitch, I've been a slave. I can do this shit all night."
her personality is gonna take complete switch.
Okay, so
he's just gonna whisper over to Thalius. Mornoth is like, might have been a long time, but I still know how to approach royalty. I just don't know about some of us. And he looks over at Thakar without naming names.
what the fuck, Kai? Throwing your buddy under the bus, dude. Does Thakar say anything? Thakar doesn't say anything anyways. He's gonna be
No,
fine.
Thakar just like, if he notices Mornoth looking, he'll just like.
No, I don't say any names.
I know you're not saying, but I'm saying if I notice, he just like. Because I'm not. I don't know royalty. He'll probably just follow you guys to lead.
All right, so Thalius leads you up there. A couple more royal guards accompany you as you walk. So you got 4 on you now, and they just have like these spears, kind of golden plated. They're ceremonial mainly, but they could kill you if they wanted to. You approach, and as you get closer, you can make out the finer details of who's sitting on the thrones. In the middle, the main throne, which is a massive brass, gorgeous red velvet, throne. It's got stairs that go up to it that are made of marble. It's a work of art in itself, but sitting atop it is Emperor William Remus, or just Emperor Remus, if you for short. He is, I don't know. He's like middle aged, probably in his mid 50s. I think he's 55 at this point. So he's first off rather tall. He's human, of course, like all of the royal family. He has salt and pepper hair, like short cut, black and white hair, and he's got like a very nicely trimmed beard. Your typical, kind of king look. Like 20 years ago, he would have been super fucking hot. Now he's older. Your typical thing. He's got the power. He's got tons of people around him and such. So he looks very well. He looks very healthy and very distinguished. He has kind of a stern face, but there is kind of like a softness to his eyes. He doesn't look like he's a complete asshole or anything, right? Okay. Now, his wife is about a little younger than he is, but same age range. Again, 20 years ago, she would have been one of the most beautiful women in the entire country, probably. But she's got wrinkles, and she looks very stern, though. She's very compared to him, he has like kind of a softness to him that he hides, but she is stone cold. She's very sharp features too. Her nose is very sharp. Her chin, everything about her is very ladylike to a fault. Like she keeps the same pose, and her posture is perfect. And she just kind of looks down at you almost, like literally, because she's also up on this platform. Now, these are not the only two people here. Of course, there are royal guards everywhere. You have a court wizard, and what looks to be his apprentice, maybe, or some other female wizard, witch, whatever. There with him. He is very old, and he is an elf, actually. Even for an elf, he's old, though. Like, he's like probably 900 something years old. He's really on up there. The girl he's with is actually a halfling. And she has like this red tuft, like, of hair peeking out from under her hood. There is also the personal royal guard standing there next to the emperor. He is probably in his like mid-30s, very strong looking, and he's a Goliath. Very tall, almost as tall as Nomi is, but he's wearing like this massive, thick armor that is clearly enchanted. And so the whole room is in it, but that's not the other. There are other advisors and such that I won't describe, but those are the main people that are important that catch your eye. You get other like little servants and people running around, of course. But back to the emperor. Thalius comes up, and he immediately, as soon as he gets up to the bottom of the stairs, he kneels on one knee and he puts his head down very low.
All right. Mornoth will just follow suit.
Okay.
Given Saya's history, to another very graceful cutscene before going up on the other, like behind what's the dude's name? Stallion. And kneeling on both knees with her head pressed to the floor.
There you go.
Wow, can't get any lower than that.
Mm.
I don't know. I'll do a curtsy or something.
I don't think you're wearing a dress or like a skirt or anything, are you?
No.
You're just gonna do like the motion.
I'm just gonna do a salute.
A salute. Just do what Thalius does, Mama Bun. You're the same. You're in the same category of person.
Okay.
Saya's like, what should I do, guys? I don't talk to the Emperor very much.
And I don't know. No.
I mean, she probably doesn't.
Spin around 3 times. That's funny. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to see what you guys would do. But sure, everybody kneels, gets on the ground, whatever. Is respectful. The Emperor, he says, "You all may rise, and I appreciate the respect." He says, "So you are the individuals that my lovely daughter has hired for this particular mission. Could I have your names? Other than you, Mr. Woras, of course I know yours.
My name is Thakar.
You come from Sunscar, do you not?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your barbarians have made excellent soldiers in the past for my kingdom as well as Windiston's. Though I imagine soon that your barbarians will fight for me once again.
He won't
Is-
say anything, but his eyebrow will just kind of raise at that.
He says, "There is nothing hostile in my intentions, I assure you. It's just that the Duke of Windeston is due to die any day now. And I would very much like to have some of the barbarian clan's men on my side in the future. I hope that you will consider me a friend in due time, Thakar."
Saaya gets another low curtsy and goes, Saryah of Bloodhaven, Your Majesties, slave to the House of Raven.
Hmm.
Quite. Oh, hold on, he'll respond to each of you. So he says, "Quite formal, aren't you? You are not a typical dark elf woman, it seems. Your people have been through quite a bit, I'm told, and a war more brutal than the one we fought is going on below us."
Yes, Your Highness.
"But it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, assuming you're not going to kidnap me and turn me into a couch." He kind of like chuckles a bit at his own joke.
She curtsies again.
Nobody says anything. It's just like
I'm chuckling out of game.
slight racism. He's just like, as long as you don't, it's like talking to a black person and being like, as long as you don't steal
Right.
my shoes, it's like, what the
Right. So
It's
Saryah, she's just
little.
gonna curtsy and she's just gonna give
He didn't
her.
mean it. He didn't mean it like that.
I-
Guys, he has dark elf friends, guys. Okay.
She's
Anyways,
just
so
like,
he says,
what do you
he
do, Your
says,
Highness?
I jest, and please, you've shown enough respect already. After all, you're not here for me. You're here for helping my daughter, and if she believes you are the person to do it, then I am in no position to stop her.
She thought her head. I'm honored, Your Grace.
House Raven. Ah, yes. I think my men did kill. No. We burned the whole place down, I believe. I'd have to ask the report again. Anyhow. And of course, you are a soldier fighting for me, are you not?
I am, Your Grace. I am Saaya of Aerith.
Oh, you're from this city then.
I am.
I see. Well, it is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. Thalius has actually told me just a little bit about you, and it seems that your skills will be useful for the mission that my daughter has been assigned to. But of course, I must return to Mr. Woras. Quite strange that you found yourself so far from home.
Yes, indeed. After, I'm sure you've heard the reports of what happened to my kingdom about half a year ago or so.
Oh yes, of course.
That's when I took my opportunity to escape, to leave from there, and let's say go on a little pilgrimage of my own.
Well, Mr. Woras, in these halls you are considered a hero, even to the royalty, such as myself. You stood up for the true Arthestian tradition, unlike those cowards who betrayed you. We know all about it. We have ears everywhere, my friend. I, a bit indirectly, have heard a few of the things that have happened to you thus far. And I'm sure my daughter has plenty to chew your ear off about. So you are free to go and find her. Thalius, if you would. It was a pleasure to meet all of you again.
It was an honor and a privilege to meet you too, sire.
Okay. Saryah
All
doesn't
right.
turn around. She just
You
shoots
are
back.
level 6.
Damn, right here in the middle of it all. Okay.
Damn. Okay.
That's the milestone. Meeting a member of the royal family. It doesn't matter who. It's a level up. So whenever you have a chance, level up. But not
Okay.
yet, because I want to get to the next part.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to do this more afterwards.
Okay. So Thalius takes you to. Hold on. Guys, my lore Bible. I need to go read it again. Give me a second. I wrote too much, and now I have to go remind myself where this is.
Wow.
Ooh.
Scarlet Court. That's where you are right now, and then to the. Yeah, this is also where the Library of Arthest is. That's behind the throne room. That's the other half of the bottom floor, the north wing. That's where you're going. Yes, the north wing. I'm so smart. Thank God. I knew I wrote that down somewhere. Anyways, so Thalius takes you towards the north wing of the palace, which who would know this? Saaya would know this, obviously, and I think Mornoth would probably know about it too. The north wing of the Crimson Palace is the royal quarters. This is where the royal family lives and sleeps and eats and does all their stuff that nobody else can know about, right? It's a very secretive part of the palace. Very, very few people have been inside. Only the most trusted friends or the family themselves have ever been in this part of the palace. So he takes you up some stairs first. Obviously, you get to you can't even count how many floors. You go up several floors until you get to the first floor of the north wing, because all the wings are separated by like walls, obviously, and it goes up the entire tower, right? And so there's stairways to go up the tower different ways. All 4 wings, they go all the way up, but they're all separated. So the north wing, once you get to the first floor, or the second floor rather, you go to the north wing, and the rest of the tower you go up through there. Okay, architecture lesson, guys. Would you like to know how I built the buildings of the game? I bet you do. That's very important for everyone to know.
Okay.
Anyhow, so you make it to the through. First off, while you're walking, I don't want to forget anything. Servants and maids come up to you constantly and are offering you stuff. They'll, and I mean, like, when I say servants and maids, they are dressed like servants and maids. Exactly what you're thinking. Like regal, like, suits and dresses, and like they come up to you, they offer you food and drink, and pipes to smoke out of. They offer you to polish your shoes, your armor, everything. They ask you for if they can do anything for you. Whether you what you accept and whether you accept anything is up to you, of course. But it's like incessant, even like to the point like it might annoy some people. Like, just leave me alone, man. Every once in a while, some people they wave like guards or other people who live in the palace. They'll wave to you. Mainly Saaya and Thalius. They're like, hey, like what's going? You know, it's very close, like tight. Not tight knit. Maybe that could be a word for it, I guess. But it's like everybody seems helpful and polite here. Like nobody's mean or anything so far. It's a very nice place. Okay, so get to the north wing. You go up the stairs. You go up the stairs about 14, 15 floors. It's a lot of stairs. Poor Thakar, dude. He's got to be dying at this point. A lot of.
Have you seen my constitution score? I think I'm fine.
It's making a joke, Nomi. You're such a freaking buzzkill.
Okay,
Okay.
I know you're trying to.
Anyhow, shut up, Nomi. You're dumb and stinky. I don't care. You go up the north wing. And you finally make it to the 13th floor. This is so dumb. I can't believe I made this the 13th floor. Whatever. Cliches be damned. The rest of the floors seem pretty, active. A lot of people around. When you get to the 13th floor, it's like a ghost town. It's dead. It's very quiet.
Oh.
It's very dark. Like a lot of the torches and lamps on the walls are not lit. It's also like very clean, cleaner than the rest of the place. Like it's super clean, and you're not sure how necessarily if there's nobody here, but not even a speck of dust. But there's also like less furniture here, less stuff on the walls. It's just less clutter, less normal stuff that you'd think would be in a palace. It's dark and kind of eerie, and very quiet. Like the rest of the place is bustling. You hear people talking a lot, but here it's like the whole place is just the life has been sucked out of it. Now, Saaya, you've been in the palace obviously at different times for different reasons, but you're not a royal guard or anything. Right. You might need to go to the palace, to a part of the palace for something or another. But you've never been, for one, never the north wing, but not even really up the tower. You've barely been in the throne room. You just met the emperor today, so
right.
This is new for even you. Thalius, he finally turns around. There's one door in this wing, and it's like right at the beginning as you exit the stairs. The rest of the floors, there have been hallways and corridors and whatever. This is just one door, and it's just kind of right there by the stairwell. It has big, heavy metal bolts, like locks on it, on the outside of the door. Not just the inside, but the outside has these locks and metal bolts on it and such. But they're all open, but they are there on the door, which is kind of curious. Finally, Thalius, he turns, as you get onto this floor, he turns to each of you and he says, "Here we are. This is where we will meet my mistress." He looks to each of you. He says, "Let me make it very clear. My mistress is a dangerous person. She cannot control this danger very well. So, it would be wise of you to not make her emotional in any way. She tends to do well enough on her own, but try not to say anything that would cause her any stress."
And I ask what areas we should stay away from. Speaking of, that's very broad.
That's probably, yeah. he kind of sits there for a second, he thinks, and he says, "Do not mention the royal family to her, especially do not mention the Empress to her. Do not talk to her about her appearance, please. She's very, she's a bit self-conscious about that as well. Do not tell her I told you any of this, please.
Sure.
That would make her even angrier.
Understood.
Otherwise, you should be okay." Pretty broad subjects, right?
Good Lord.
He says, "Now, I will lead. You will follow. Do not say a word until I am sure that she is in a calm and peaceful state of mind. Yes?"
Yes, sir.
Understood.
Shouldn't be any issues.
So he turns on his heel and he opens the door, and it kind of creaks open, and it leads into a pretty large, because most of the wing is this room, so pretty damn big, like bedroom with like a kitchen area and a so like a kitchen area in here. It has pretty much it's got like a small library, like all the amenities that you would think about someone might want is here. On the far side of the room is a massive stained glass window, or several stained glass windows, and one in the middle that's clear for looking out, and trying to see if you want to see something. That's pretty much the only light that's flowing in. The rest of the place it's lit up from the sunlight. There's not very many torches, or there's no torches or lamps lit in here. There are sconces on the wall for torches and lamps, but there's nothing there. They're empty. The room itself, as you walk in, first off, like I said, it's a bedroom. It's got nice carpet. Beautiful, like regal, like a giant regal bed. And of course, all the other things I mentioned earlier. But everything's kind of in like a moderate state of disarray. There are books on the floor, clothes on the floor. Things are just kind of scattered about. There is a vanity also on the left side of the room. And sitting in a chair, putting down a sending stone as you enter, is a kind of young girl. She looks to be about, hard to say, probably maybe a young teenager or preteen. She's about 13. She's very small, like fragile looking, like I wouldn't say frail, but she's close. Let me see. Give me a sec. Gotta make sure I got this right. Yeah, she's 13. Okay. She's very frail, fragile, thin. She is very pale, like very pale, like whiter than almost stark white. It's like she doesn't see any sunlight almost. But of course, the most striking feature of her is that when she looks at you from her chair as you enter the room, you notice that one, her hair is stark white, like totally white, like as if there's no pigmentation in her hair at all.
I know. Kind of.
I was gonna say, so she albino.
Yeah.
Almost, but not quite. She doesn't have the other, like the secondary features of albinism, right? She doesn't have like the body problems or anything. She just has the hair and the skin color, but those are for different reasons than you're thinking. Her eyes, as she looks at you, you can see them peering through, and they kind of have a slight glow to them. They're a little brighter than most people's eyes. Are a beautiful but kind of creepy in the dark violet purple color. And her, you can see, she stares at you from across the room, and you can see that her pupils, even though it's like pitch black in here, her pupils are really small, like she's been looking into a flashlight. So Thalius and this girl, they kind of look at each other for a bit, to stare at each other. Thalius, he finally speaks up, and he says, "My lady, these are the ones you've requested." Gotta talk to myself because I'm stupid. The girl, she kind of stares at him and looks back at each of you, and she says, "To all of you, I'm glad that you finally made it. Please come in and shut the door behind you." She speaks very monotone, like very, very little like change in her inflection.
See,
So-
and like fine, I'll be the one to close the door.
You close it. Inside the room becomes a lot darker, of course, making her eyes looking through the darkness even kind of, it's like they're staring right into your soul. It's kind of creepy. She kind of cranes her head a bit, and she says, "Do you know where Ichimaru is?"
She kind of looks at me as Thakar more like,
We do not.
All that we know is that once we have became in possession of the horn, he seemed to have vanished on us.
Mm-hmm. That horn is very important, you know. I will do some digging and see if I can find the horn for you to retrieve. It's very tense. Like the air is
It's
like
like-
super
yeah.
awkward.
If I may be so bold to ask, Your Grace, we have been told such and such from a number of individuals. We've been told that we need to go here from Ichimaru. We were told to avoid coming here by Ichimaru. He tried to lead us astray to other destinations. And now your man here, Thalius, says that you have some information for us as to what is it that makes us so important. What is it that that is so special about that horn? What is it that what does it do, and what makes us so integral to it?
So many questions, Mr. Woras. I will answer them, but I don't think we've introduced ourselves yet, have we?
Oh, my apologies.
It's okay. I will start, since I already know all of your names. She kind of puts her hand on her chest. She stands up from her chair. You see her dress kind of falls to the ground. It's too long for her body. See, it drags on the ground behind her. She puts her hand on her chest and she kind of puffs herself up a bit. And she says, "My name is Liliana Remus. I am the only daughter to the second concubine of Emperor William Remus." So first off, who has an intelligence of 14 or higher? Anybody?
Intelligence?
I'm one away.
The rogue might. I do not.
What is my intelligence?
This is not an intelligent party by any means.
I'm looking at intelligence. Wait, what is it?
It's below charisma. It's below constitution, I mean.
I have a 12 plus 1. So...
Saaya, I'm guessing it's a no.
Wait a minute. The not underneath Constitution where it says STR.
Intelligence.
INT. It'd be INT for intelligence.
Oh, I'm 0.
Do you have a 10 or 11? Okay. All right. Fair enough. What about Arcana? Who has a plus what would it be? A +3, a +2 or more in their Arcana.
+1.
Basically, who took proficiency in Arcana?
He would have
Anybody?
no reason to. He would have no reason to.
Where's our
Yeah.
The only one that would probably fit all these categories is the one that portrayed us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's a 0 there too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
That's-
Arcana is all about magic, so we have no reason to. There's very little reason for us to have taken it.
And like all my magic is based around my charisma.
I'm trying to think if any of you would have even met someone like this before meeting her.
Out of game, I know what this is about because you literally have a section about it.
Yeah, out of game, you know, but in game,
Yeah.
your character. I'm thinking about how old each of you are, and Bun, how old you're? Oh, you probably did the best shot. You're like 100 something. What's your history check? What's your history?
History is also +1.
Bun, you're useless.
You just
Can
really
we
wants
just
to
make a
reveal it.
roll to see what we get?
Sure. You know what? Make me a history or Arcana check, whichever.
The DM just really wants us to know about this.
No, I don't care. I'm just like there's a few ways that you might know about this kind of thing. Otherwise, it's a roll of the dice.
I know, I'm just joking because of
For history, I got 14.
13 in history.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if we're doing history, I'll just do history as well. I got a 6.
Saaya, help me out.
I got a 14 also.
God damn it. None of you got a 15? The DC's a 15. It's a normal difficult. Oh my God, you guys suck. Whatever.
Can I roll Arcana instead?
Wait, can I?
Go ahead. Sure.
Okay.
How do you guys
Okay, let's
suck
see.
this much, dude?
Okay.
Kai is just worthless. He's a worthless.
Listen, you're asking for
I'm only good at blocking and hitting shit.
You're asking for people.
Wait.
Well, I was about to say.
I got 19. I got 19 on Arcana.
Sure. Bun will know. From all of her time as a slave studying the arcane arts, I'm sure she would have read about this. Yeah.
I should have real.
I don't know. Maybe her girlfriend told her about it.
Yeah, let's go with
yeah.
that.
Her girlfriend. Yeah, I forgot about that whole plot line. Oopsie. Just forgot about her whole
Oopsie-doopsie.
backstory. No, Bun, you're the first to realize this. The rest of them are too slow and dim-witted to understand. First off, everybody has heard about this thing, but it's just you wouldn't. They're so rare you wouldn't meet one normally. But
Okay.
now that you're thinking about it, Bun, because this girl creeps you out really bad.
Got it.
I mean, maybe she doesn't, but it's up to you. But for most
Mhm.
people, like when they see someone like this, they get like a deep sense of dread in their stomach. Maybe you're different, but most characters will. NPCs will, anyways. What she is a Valasa touched, which is first off, for those who don't know, Valasa, which is Valasa. That is the I think it's a goddess, right? No, it's a, I don't remember. Too much to go through. Yeah, it's a goddess, so a female god. So she is the goddess of death. That's who Valasa is.
Oh shit. Okay.
She is like, yeah. She's not necessarily evil per se, but she's not good. She like evil characters worship her a lot more than good characters do.
Mhm.
She's in charge of death and also burial rites and like the grave. So she kind of plays both sides a bit. But when someone is Valasa touched, they have stark white hair, violet eyes, and they're considered to be very cursed individuals by their nature, by being born that way. They're like people are afraid of them, and they're kind of because they're creepy looking, but also beautiful.
But I was just about to say she's gorgeous.
No, yeah,
like,
she is beautiful. I mean, for a 13-year-old, but but she also gives like this creepy kind of vibe.
Okay.
And so Valasa touched a lot of times in some cultures they're straight up, if they're born that way, they just get tossed off of a bridge or something, they get killed as a child. Some cultures they are shunned from society. Nobody really knows if they're actually cursed or not. It could just be that coincidence. But some of like the most notorious murderers and genocidal maniacs in history have had these traits where they're white hair, purple eyes, and kind of creepy. So, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know, because I was gonna know this is after a little while.
Yeah,
So,
after about a minute, yeah.
yeah, she's thinking she had tell them, but she kind of like get the tiniest gas, and just kind of now you start to see like you see understanding on her face, like okay, I get it now. Oh.
Now, right. A lot of races, by the way, all races, all civilized races can have these traits. They just show up in slightly different ways for some races. Like Dragonborn, instead of hair, like stark white hair, their scales will be stark white, which is like even whiter than like a white dragon or whatever. Wait, are there white dragons in
Yes,
D&D?
yeah, they would be ice dragons.
Yeah,
like-
they're even it's like whiter than that. Like they look like albino dragons, like they're stark white. What other things would like goblins? Yeah, same thing. Yeah, I'm thinking of like what doesn't have hair and it's just dragonborn. So, wait, can dragonborn have hair?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna go with no. Probably, yeah. That doesn't make sense. They have scales.
I say probably the best one would probably be that they get like the very white scales and whatnot.
Yeah.
like
Right.
a otherworldly kind of white. If I
Yeah.
had to assume.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's what I mean.
Spectral.
Yeah,
Sounds good, I
spectral. Yeah,
guess.
almost translucent might be a good word for it.
Yeah,
Like
that's a good. That is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, yeah. So,
Okay,
Bun, you
yeah.
realize this. You kind of let out a little gasp.
Yes.
Let's have her make a perception check. Yeah, she's not paying attention.
Good.
Okay.
She says that. She says Liliana Remus, only child of the second concubine. She looks to each of you expectantly.
So I'm gonna give her one of her little curtsies. It's a pleasure, Your Highness.
She actually smiles, which is nice. She does have a pretty smile. She said, she smiles at you and she says, still so formal, Saryah. Even after all you've been through, you still haven't given up on that slavish devotion to authority, huh?
I think kind of flushes just slightly over this. I guess it's ingrained in me for life.
Says, well, I prefer not to be shown such gratuitous displays. So, talk to me as a regular person.
Do we know that?
She looks to whoever's next.
We're introducing ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am Saaya of Aerith. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
The pleasure's all mine, Miss Saaya. I've heard you have done quite well under my friend Thalius over here.
Thank you. I try my best.
Also, you have very pretty hair.
Oh, thank you so much.
Next.
Uh,
Thakar's just like, I'm not saying anything. I refuse.
no, I'm just surprised that Moore didn't say something already. But yeah, he'll just step a bit like Thakar Zorian. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, you're very strong and very tall. I think these traits might do very well for you soon. After all, I didn't bring you here just to chat. So, in fact, based on some of the things that I've seen, you will be very important in the future, Mr. Zorian. I hope you are a good friend to these other individuals.
I'm quite fond of them so far.
She finally turns her head to...
And apologies for not introducing myself earlier. I am Mornoth Woras.
Oh, yes, Mr. Woras. I assume you've been given quite the welcome in the palace so far.
To be honest, it's more than what I've experienced in quite some time, so it's a little overwhelming.
Quite. But it is good to make your acquaintance.
And it's a pleasure to make yours as well.
Yes. Now, I suppose we should get down to business. I assume you have questions, and I will answer them as best I can. You may ask whatever you wish. I will answer as best as possible. Though I am afraid I do not have all the information. You can ask any question you want. If you want an answer to something and she can give it, she will. This is like the most knowledgeable character that you've met so far.
Okay.
I promise you.
I mean, I've already done unleash my barrage of questions.
Okay, do them one by one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You'd be like, you ask like 10 questions. I'm not answering them in like that.
I'm trying to think.
I know. You finally, you're like the entire game. You're like, dude, what's going on? I can't wait to figure out what's going on. And then you're here, and you're like, motherfucking burger. What? Dude, what was that talking tree about, bro? Yeah.
Okay, so fuck. Obviously, she's wants to know about the mission, but she has her own little side quest too. But she doesn't know if it's appropriate to bring it out at this moment.
Just gonna put a timer on you guys. You only get this.
Okay,
that would be fucked up.
So I'm gonna look at the others before turning back to her, and she's okay. You know what? Just fuck it. So just gonna ask. Do you know about the what was it, the fire, of House Raven in Blackhaven?
Oh yes, of course.
What?
I had visions that you wouldn't be necessary for aiding these people and helping get the horn, and helping with the mission that I will explain later. So, I explained these things to Father, who sent a small undercover group of people to nudge the slaves in the right direction. This way, there wouldn't be nearly as many people coming after you and hindering your progress. If you're asking about your friend Maria, I do not know where she is.
And this like totally deflates, like.
However, I'm not so sure she's dead. We never found any body of hers, or we never found her body. So, I suppose there is some hope for you yet.
And her mother?
Dead, of course.
She's like, oh, okay, good. I don't care about her. Oh, she was told a bitch to me anyway. Oh, yes, I see. Thank you.
So yeah, the fire was started by this girl, basically, is what I'm telling you.
Well, yeah,
She told her dad sent people.
Yeah.
Basically, just to make sure, like, you weren't tracked down before you could meet us. Apparently,
pretty much.
That makes a lot. That makes a lot of fucking sense. Okay. And then she's gonna go. This horn. Could you tell us a little bit more about it? Like.
The ivory horn. Yes, it has many uses, of course. An ancient artifact from thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of years ago. Older than any recorded history. But it does have some kind of divine power, of course. For one, the most obvious use is to bolster your allies and frighten your enemies in battle. But It has other uses as well. Some believe that by corrupting its power, you could even raise the dead.
It just seemed on brand for a lich.
It makes sense why Ichimaru would take it then.
I do not know exactly where he is, but I have a feeling I could find out pretty quickly. And to be quite honest with you, it's possible he's no longer even alive.
Someone's gonna hide that in this mother about damn time. And then she looks over at more. I suppose a big question is why us? Specifically, I mean, surely you could have chosen others to carry out your request.
Yeah, she cocks her head and she kind of gives a wry smile. She says, "Quite a curious question, isn't it? Why you?" The divine work in mysterious ways, Saryah. It's not just been me orchestrating all of this, of course. It was much of it came to me, just like your friend Brina had visions, right? Well, a vision specifically of the horn.
Yes.
Clearly, something or someone gave her that vision, just like something or someone gave me visions, and something or someone I suspect is giving Kraxus visions. Perhaps we are all part of some large, unidentifiable game for entities beyond our knowledge. Or perhaps we're all just lunatics.
I've been called that other times. Yes.
The short answer, Saryah, is that I do not know why. All I know is that you were supposed to find the horn, and the only way you'd get it is if you stuck together.
But it was taken. Oh, I suppose stolen is a better word.
Indeed. That does not mean it's lost, though, does it?
No, I suppose not.
It's talking in cryptic riddles. I love that.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm fucking Tom Bombadil right now. You're like, what the f are you talking about? She's just not singing. Okay. All right, Saryah, you're done. Someone else ask a question.
Yeah, no, come on, guys.
Hey, you were doing so good.
You're done. You're done. You're fired.
All right. It's like, so, is there any other possible means where we might be able to locate the horn now, or would it possibly be in oh my god, I'm so bad at remembering names. The lich dude, Kraxus. Yeah, it's like, or is it a possibility that it's already in Kraxus's possession?
Of course, it's a possibility, but Kraxus is not the only one who is orchestrating things behind the scenes or attempting to get the horn. I do not know yet. I'd have to send spies out and meditate on visions and very boring things. Perhaps Ichimaru still has the horn, or perhaps he gave it to his lieutenant, or he gave it to one of Kraxus's lieutenants, like Contressa or Damien. Or perhaps Kraxus does have it, and we're already doomed. No matter the situation, we are not going after the horn just yet. I have something else in store for you.
Yes, and that brings me to another question of mine. What is it exactly are we supposed to do?
In due time, I'd like to hear if you have anything else to ask first. Shut up, Kai! That's the main mission. Hold on. You gotta go through all the RPG elements first. The fucking BioWare ask more about this.
There's six
Fine then,
things you can find out.
All right,
Yeah.
fine then. We'll go down this route since Saryah asked something about her past. It's like
Kai's speedrunning through this. He's like, yeah, okay, click. He's like skipping the dialogue.
Fine then. Then how about this? It's like, well, then maybe if you're able to answer this, I would like to know what was it that exactly happened with that attempted coup in my kingdom over 5 years ago? What was it that caused my brethren to betray me the way they did?
I see. You're still hung up about that, aren't you? Well, I do not have all the answers. After all, I was 8 years old and quite volatile. However, from what I understand, Orthale was already going through a very, very difficult period. After all, to their west, they were battling hordes of monsters, Goliaths, and Northmen. To their north, more Northmen, as their old colonies, as the northern part of the country split off from them, and to their east, Lorath was attacking them, trying to take more land for itself. It's a country under too much stress tends to crack. And the people of Orthale most likely just needed a scapegoat for all the troubles they were going through. And, well, you were a great general and commander, weren't you? Someone who some might envy. Sometimes the answer is as obvious as it seems. And there is no deeper meaning other than you were the easiest to betray and the most valuable to betray.
I see.
Not a very satisfied answer, I take it.
No, but that still does not change the fact of what my personal mission is.
I must defeat the Demon King. He destroyed my village as a child. I'm sorry. The anime, the fucking
I know.
pedals behind him. I
He
love
is
it.
the fire protagonist.
He really is. Such an MC, dude.
So I kind of just pets it on, like, they're there.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
I just fun to
I
make fun
know.
of you.
I know.
Thakar, it's your turn. Thakar.
Speak up, you silent bastard.
Speak.
I was muted because I was coughing, you bastard. Anyway,
Speak.
we already found out Damien is the tenant of Traxxas or that, so that's that question I don't need to ask. So I'll just ask my backstory question, I guess.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
well.
finally.
Thakar will just like I already asked your man. He'll like gesture to Thalius about a little bit about it, but if there is a record of the just like he like thinks of how to say it for a second is like my father was one of the soldiers that served in the war of betrayal. I've been I don't I I don't I've been yeah.
You got this, dummy.
No,
Clear your mind and
well, it's partially like Thakar doesn't know how to word, and partially I don't know how to word either. But he'll just be
yeah,
like,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
no, and he'll just be like, I'm not going to ask if you. I very much doubt if you would know if he's alive or not. But I would like to know about which battle he went missing at and where it took place. At the very least.
Your father. A barbarian from Sunscar as well.
Yes.
What was his name?
Zora.
I see. Thalius. Would you go and speak to the court wizard about this matter? He should have access to many of the records of some of the less official soldiers that we employed during the war. Of course, I personally cannot be of much help to you, Mr. Zorian. After all, the war happened when I was a very small child. However, Thalius here will get you an answer in due time, I assure you.
I appreciate it.
You seem to have a lot of anger in your eyes. I suppose that's fitting for a barbarian, huh? She says, but don't let it control you, okay? After all, emotion can be very deadly. And she gets like really grim when she says that last sentence.
Mm.
I try not to. Thank you for your help.
Of course. Tell me, Saaya, what rank were you in the Arthestian military before now?
What rank? Am I just gonna make this up, or
You can make it up, or I can make one up for you. Essentially, it's going to be your typical military ranks: sergeant, corporal, and all that stuff.
lieutenant?
Yeah. Lieutenant. Oh, okay, all right, sure. Well, I think Thalius already told you, but you're temporarily relieved of your soldier duties here because you are necessary very soon for an event that will happen involving these people. And you may be necessary even further into the future, though I'm not too certain. Things change quickly. And the farther you look out, the more difficult it becomes.
I understand, and my oath is to always be of service to you and the kingdom. So wherever I'm needed, I will go.
Quite a noble one you've chosen, O Thalius, my friend. She giggles a bit. She speaks, first off, she speaks very, she speaks a little more, what's the word? Articulately? No. More adult-like, grown up? I don't know. She speaks more elegantly, maybe. I don't know. than your typical kid would, right? Something she speaks very. Some quirks about her that you've noticed as you've spoken to her.
She seems to be speaking as a much like older sense, like
wiser person than she is. Yeah, than she.
Yeah, than what than like her age should
It sounds like
dictate.
me when I was 13.
For real.
Yeah, 13-year-old me did not speak like this. Okay, so she asks, "Are there any further questions?" Drool down your face.
I'm just looking at it's like at the others. I'm just like, I have nothing else left to ask.
I no idea, but we might know. You probably know we've encountered the Black Knights under the Black Knights kidnapping, but we've also encountered a vampire and a sentient undead. What are those likely some of Zorax's other lieutenants?
Oh, indeed, my friend. I'm very keen of you to pick up on that. There are
they were
3.
very unique for what they were.
As far as we know, as far as I know, there are 3 lieutenants under Craxus. There is the Oathbreaker Paladin, former war hero, Damien. He is in charge of the open warfare on the free peoples of Falnos. He is. You know his soldiers when you see them. They're clad in black armor. They ride dark steeds with red eyes. He is apparently so dangerous that even seeing him and living to tell the tale is, well, very lucky to say the least. Then you have the Queen of Vampires herself, Kintressa. You met a vampire once already, haven't you? As you just said.
Yes.
Yes.
At the very beginning when we went after Brina.
He was likely an agent of her. She is the spy master for Craxus. She gathers a very, very large amount of intel across Falnos and turns it into usable information. I believe Ichimaru may have been one of her agents as well. Okay, and then there's okay, here we go. Yeah. He says, but those are not the most important, because Craxus's second hand, or right hand, is a black dragonborn named Zathukex, a necromancer.
What was that name?
Zathukex. He's a dragonborn. Dragonborn have syllabic names, so for every stage of life, they add a syllable. So when they're a wormling or a child, they'll have 1 syllable. When they're a teenager, they'll have 2. When they're an adult, they'll have 3. When they're elderly, they'll have 4, and so on and so forth.
Cool.
Not all Dragonborn, but most. Because Kai fucked my lore up, but it's okay.
I literally just looked up a thing that said Dragonborn name generator. What do you want from me?
Good enough. Anyways, he's a necromancer. He's like the chief necromancer of Kraxus's army. That's what she says. He says, your jobs are quite simple. You will hunt each of these lieutenants down, kill them, and then we will kill Kraxus. Though I suppose it's easier said than done, isn't it?
I have confidence.
That's good. Mama Bun has confidence. That's all you need, dude.
I was gonna say it's like
It's half the battle.
Mm-hmm.
That knowledge was.
Shut up, Nomi. Stupid.
But you can't say that and not have me do the reference. What's wrong with you?
You know what I like more than... Okay, go ahead, Kai.
I was gonna say it's like if that is indeed the case, would you happen to know the whereabouts of these lieutenants?
Zathukex is most likely in Fellcrest, so perhaps he should be saved for last. After all, Fellcrest is a very, very dangerous place, even for such brave adventurers as yourself. Kintressa, of course, being the spy master, is... Well, I do not know where she is. Her whereabouts are unknown. Though, I suppose, if you found Ichimaru, you could find her. Damien will be the easiest to find. You simply go where most of his soldiers are. And that is rampaging through the countryside of Arthest. Town to town, stealing magic users and men, fighting age men, and whisking them away to Fellcrest. So, I would start with Damien, since he is most likely just out there leading the troops somewhere. I will do my best to pinpoint a better location for you.
Very much appreciative. Plus, this will help us out with the promise that I remember making quite some time ago.
It's good to keep your promises. So, to find Damien, he's very dangerous, very powerful. You will need friends. You'll need to make new friends and perhaps find some old ones before you can face any of these lieutenants. They're far too dangerous.
Excuse me.
I would say this. Use the festivities of the Centennial Festival as a recruitment opportunity. See if you can find someone who can track would probably be best. A ranger of some kind. There are bound to be many of them here in the city. And in the meantime, I will see if I can pinpoint a location on your old friend Ichimaru before he can get the horn to Kraxus. And once you find him, perhaps you could get the location of Kintressa while you're at it.
And if he's already dead?
That would be unfortunate, but technically speaking, I could still get the information from him. Though it would be quite dangerous. Try to get him alive if you can.
Sounds very doable.
Understand?
Well, I am beginning to wane in. No, hold on. What am I trying to say? I am beginning to tire.
Yes, there you go.
All this talking has drained me a bit, I'm afraid. So, I would advise you all go enjoy yourselves at the festival. Perhaps use the opportunity to find, or perhaps use the opportunity to relax a bit and maybe gear up for the battle to come. Thalius will no longer be accompanying you, I'm afraid. But wait, did you guys get a setting sun with him yet?
Yeah, I have it.
Great.
Yeah, he has one.
Yeah.
He says, you have a sending stone with him. And if you ever need to speak to me, of course, he will be right by my side at all times. From now on. She kind of glares at him a bit. Says, you are free to go. And I have informed Father that you are free to roam around the palace to wherever you wish to go. Just please don't make me regret that decision. She looks at each of you.
We won't.
We'll be sure to be on our very best behavior while we're in this city.
Just,
Oh,
good. I do believe there is an old friend of yours in the city somewhere. Perhaps you should find that person. And she kind of gives you one last, like, kind of wry smile. She kind of waves you guys off. Thalius ushers you out. And he closes the door behind him and looks to each of you. He breathes a sigh of relief. And he says, job well done.
Survive.
No, go ahead. I was gonna say it's like Mornoth is just gonna like, please have a little faith in us. I'm pretty sure we know how to be on our very best behavior.
He says, she seems to like all of you. She was quite expressive. So, job well done, I guess. Do as she says. Go and enjoy the festival. See if you can find a ranger of some kind or a tracker to allow you to find your way. You have a sending stone with me. Call me anytime. And once we have a location on where you're going, I'll get with you.
Will do. May our paths cross again in the nearby future.
He says, "Oh, they most assuredly will."
He extends his hand out to give him like a proper like military-esque handshake.
He does it. I don't know what that would entail, but he does it also.
Pretty much the way I'm just thinking is that they're both going in for like the real strong grip and all that.
They just like hold it too long. Yeah.
No,
I know what you mean. I got you.
Yeah.
Texan handshake is what we call it down here.
There we go.
All right. Okay. I kind of railroaded you guys a little bit. A lot of talking.
Well,
I love role play.
Well, I was going to say, this was basically the whole thing of us figuring out what we need to do.
Yeah. I thought that was good. I liked it.
I didn't think you'd have us go after Damien first.
Right.
He's
Can
the
I ask
easiest
a
one.
question?
But technically, you're not going after him first. You're going after Ichimaru first to get the horn.
But
you can ask a question, Mama Bun. What's up?
Thanks. Ascending stone. That's just it's kind of like to call, or is it
It's a
just
cell phone. No, it's a walkie-talkie, really.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say I would think of it more kind of like a old school pager.
It's a so there you have ascending stones come in pairs. One person has one and another person has the other, and you can talk into them and the other person can hear you. It's
Okay.
easy.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty much it's just a walkie-talkie, but it goes across the entire plane of existence that you're on. So you could be 5,000 miles away and still be fine. It's magic.
Okay, got it.
But it can only go to that other ascending stone, and if one breaks, the other one just becomes a regular rock.
Okay.
Or whatever. So sometimes they're made of clay or ceramic, but the ones that you are given are made of fine cut marble.
Got it.
God, my throat hurts. Okay. You guys are free to
Smoke
do
another cigarette. That'll help.
based. True. That's so true, King. Why didn't I think about that?
So I was gonna look at F1. She's a little bit excited. Like,
Yeah, you give the palace to free reign. You're level 6, by the way. I do that right now. Go ahead and level up to level
yay!
6.
Oh, I already did that.
No, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which of my path options are better.
Hold on, I'll do it for you too.
Okay, I was gonna say.
There's a few good ones I could do.
Mama Bun's like, damn, we're gonna level up every session.
I'm moving right along.
I will say though, I did roll my HP die. I got max.
Let's go.
So now I got a total of 70 HP.
Isn't it nice when you don't have to roll, when you get to roll average or above instead of, I don't know, 6 ones? So you have a health of 22 at level 6. Hi, Schwarzer. What am I talking? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just.
Yeah, you don't know how I do my leveling system.
Yeah, I know how you do it. You do it where everyone dies.
Hey,
Based.
hey, we've only died once, and it wasn't even in my game. And we don't play that game no more.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
You keep bringing it up.
well, yeah. Anytime I get the chance to shit talk them.
I mean, isn't it a better revenge if we just forget all about him, other than this shit, because it's kind of hard to forget in this game.
That's true.
But just like forget everything where possible.
That's true.
All right, I'm gonna give you about 30 more minutes, and then I have to go to bed because I have to get up early tomorrow.
Well, I was gonna say,
I'm tired, dude. And I cannot. They're making me work so much. It's crazy.
Yeah.
well, I do want to recommend
This
that after we leave and, of course, get our weapons back,
Yeah.
that we go and sell the ruby and onyx that we got.
Good
Can I
call.
go look for Bayria too? I just a little busy.
How do you
I was
know Brina's here? What are you talking about?
Because we know she was coming here.
I never said that.
It's got an educated guess.
I'm gonna go find Brina. Good luck in the fucking 100,000 people that are here right now.
I know.
If we get tracker,
Who's Brina?
True. Oh, Mama Bun doesn't know
Oh,
who Brina is. Brina was the first NPC they met. First
she was
party.
Saryah's BFF before she literally got stabbed in the chest by a madman.
yeah.
It's a long story, Mama Bun.
Yeah, there's
Like it's like eight episodes worth.
Okay.
Now, Brina is you haven't met any NPC party members yet, but sometimes I'll put an NPC that joins the party for whatever reason, just to help out for different things.
I mean, like this. We were told to find a ranger to help.
Right. You need a ranger now because you need some help. But in the beginning, they had a wizard, a little gnome wizard. So she's little, and she accompanied them up to couple like the session before you got here. Actually,
Mhm.
I think she left. I think she left you them the session before you joined,
Yeah.
or maybe the
No,
session.
the one before that, she left at the very end of
It was at session 6 because session 7 was us trying to get here, and then of course session 8 was our match where we ran into Saaya.
Okay, yeah. She was here for a lot of it, and she's a good character, and she'll come back eventually.
Yay!
Maybe.
Anyway, I just done the math. We sell the ruby and onyx. We'll each get a at least 37 gold pieces, and
Ooh.
let's see, and 2 spare gold piece to whoever.
Okay.
One of you can take it.
I'll take it.
And then we can
Based. Mama Bun said, "Y'all bitches ain't taking this money." What?
Alright.
I'm doing your sheet.
Okay.
Well, I'm still in the black from all the gambling I did.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Fuck
about
you,
that.
Nomi.
I'll take the extra one because I need money to get me some shit.
No, yeah, you really do.
I like how earlier you're like went to a store like I need better armor, and then we fight this dude and he's like, oh yeah, he drops plate mail. So someone's
Yeah. It's like whenever you guys
Wait,
complain
was
about
plate-
something, I just fix it the next.
I was gonna
When
say,
when
is plate mail bigger than the
plate mail
split?
is the highest tier of armor.
Gives you a natural 18 AC. With a shield, that makes it a 20. With the defense fighting style, it makes it a 21. And if you have obviously, if any of them are magical. By the way, if you had a +3 armor and a +3 shield, you would have 26 armor naturally. I think, yeah.
Yeah, because I got my splint, my shield, and I got defense, so I got 20 right now.
Yeah. So if you have defense, Kai. If you got a shield, if you had plate mail, you'd have 21.
Yeah, but
Which
the
is
way
not-
it's but I didn't know that's what it was because remember I'm still learning all this stuff.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Plate mail is like that's the fighter's dream, the paladin tank's dream, right? If you're wearing heavy armor, you wear plate mail because that's the best, but it's expensive as hell.
But
Yeah,
you
because
could,
it covers your
protect
entire
the page.
body, basically. I mean,
Can I do a retcon saying that I grabbed it off of him?
we grabbed everything off of him.
That is true.
Wait,
That
who?
was
Wait,
that was
who?
literally
When?
what that was. It's just like this
The
dude
guy
has
we
all
fought-
the magic items you guys need to pick up now.
Yeah.
You put my gold pieces and stuff on there too.
Who did you fight? Oh,
The last guy.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had plate mail. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, that
Yes,
was.
please.
Did I not tell you to
'Cause-
take it? Oopsie.
No, you didn't. No.
You definitely mentioned he had plate mail, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
men-
Wait, you said how many gold?
37.
Dude, your boy was fried last session. I was like,
you definitely were.
hi.
Yeah.
You were.
And then the guy also had these cool magic items. It's like a boots and yeah, it was like that the whole session.
I do remember that I did like we got the ruby, we got the onyx, we got bag of holding. Also know that I got a +1 heavy crossbow.
Yep.
We got a ring of magic missile with 5 uses.
Mhm.
The cuffs of reckless warrior.
Okay.
Mine.
Yeah, we gave that to.
I already put that in my thing. Bag folding is party loot stuff.
What do they do again? It's like
It's
get a
+1 to
your-
initiative, and when raging, they provide +1 to hit.
Okay, yeah.
It was. I got. It was like an amulet.
Yeah, because originally you were gonna have a
Like,
+1 to like your strength mod, and you're like, no, that's too much.
It's brutal. Yeah, I thought about it. Even in my fucked up like brainless state, I was like, "That's not gonna do good, dude. That's gonna screw things up."
That's going to be too much.
Oh,
Even Nomi was like, "You're dumb, dude. What are you doing?"
it's just like I just like no, my strength is
Nomi was
already
like,
maxed. You shouldn't do this.
"No, yeah, 21 strength is not a good idea right now at level 5."
Okay, I'm looking at this, and I've got the plate mail and the shield equipped with defense, but it's still set it at
Remember,
20.
roll 20 is absolutely stupid because it doesn't automatically like factor in the defense thing.
21. You have a 21 AC guy. You have max natural AC. Now you have to have magic items, or you're not gonna go any higher.
nice.
I mean, 21's really good.
It's very good. I mean, most monsters will be able. I mean, most monsters have the ability to hit you, but
Yeah, they have the
Pretty
ability,
much,
but
I've already
they-
figured out how I'm going to be playing going forward.
rush forward and take all the hits.
Well, but if we get Mornoth on his kind of like a redemption arc to where he's no longer an Oathbreaker, he'll go down the one class where he learns more healing arts, considering that we don't have a natural healer with us.
How did Mornoth? Oh man, I don't know how Mornoth felt.
Or I could do that later on. Take some healing. What's it called? Wait, is that amulet last session? I still have that. What
that's
was the
the
amulet
radiant
called?
damage resistance, I believe.
Yes, there. Thank you.
You took that immediately. You're like, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't even think that was for you, but you're just like, here you go. Yep.
I mean,
Because
it definitely wasn't for me. I knew that.
I don't know who the crossbow is for.
That was me, because I wanted to make sure that I had an access to any kind of like long range attacks.
What did I give Mama Bun again?
let me
You guys
see.
remember? I gave her something.
What? Weapon?
No, because I was just checking out for the other stuff that we might have needed.
What was it?
Mama Bun, I think I'm about to give you another item,
Okay.
but I don't. What did I give you last time? I forgot.
Because I know there was.
I gave her something. Just forgot. And I don't feel like watching myself stumble through it in the restream. That's not a good idea. I'll cringe. Mama Bun. Or regular Bun. Either of you. On your character sheet, does it have an item list? Like an item list of stuff you have?
Yeah, the backpack equipment. That's why I used to put all the stuff.
Bun, what does Mama Bun have? What magic item did I give her?
Hey, I'm hanging with the kids to see. Hold on. Wait, did you?
Was it an axe? It might have been a +1 axe.
No, wait, it was, yes. Okay, yeah,
Plus
no,
one
look
X.
here.
Okay, but Mama
You had a mace, but I believe more took that. I think you might have given her just some kind of bow. Don't.
No,
Wasn't it a longbow, or did
I
she already have
already
that?
had a longbow.
I did
No,
already.
Sure he does. I gave her a +1 axe because I think that's what she used anyways. Was an axe, right?
Okay, yeah. Do you want me to equip this so you can use it in battle, Ma?
Sure.
What a nerdy sentence from Bun. Wouldn't you like me to equip that for you so that you can use it in battle?
Listen,
Such a nerd.
Intelligence is sexy. Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
So
Feels
yeah,
like-
please do that for me, child.
It's like
Okay, yeah.
the stereotype from like the 90s.
Wait,
Okay.
it's just a regular axe, right? Well, plus one, but you know.
he gave people magic items. So because she joined late, so he's like, I need to give her some stuff too.
Oh yeah.
It'll boost her up a little bit to you guys' level.
Yeah.
Okay, Mama Bun.
Yeah. What, you're giving me something else?
Yes. What's your armor class? Bun, what's our AC right now?
Right now, I think I might be hoping that it's going to
What-
12.
What kind of armor does she have? In the equipment, what does it say
She
she has?
has light armor.
She's a fighter, right?
I thought I had all in under proficiencies and training, right? Is that part?
No, it's
Or
gonna be
is-
under equipment.
Yeah.
What armor you have at the moment?
Yeah.
Oh. Babe, I don't know where it is.
She has studded leather.
Okay, that is trash. She's a fighter, right? She needs something better than that. Oh well, I mean it depends on what she wants.
It sounds like she has a decent amount of dexterity. So
Now, what kind of? Oh, she might be a dexter. You might be right. She might be a dexterity fighter. What kind of dexterity? What's her dex at?
I believe it's at least a 14. I believe.
Yeah, it's a 14 plus 2.
What's her strength?
Strength is 19 plus 4.
Never mind. She's a strength fighter, Nomi.
Okay. Okay.
So
Hand to hand.
I have seen dex fighters. It's
oh yeah, they're fun.
So do you want her to have more armor or?
Hold
I
on.
always want better AC.
Nomi, my character in your one shot was a duelist fighter, dex fighter.
I know. I remember.
I love him. Hold on, Bun. Yeah, well, yeah, she needs better armor, but I need to know if she wants to be able to stealth well or not. Do you want to be able to sneak around very well, or do you want more armor?
I want to be able to sneak around.
Okay,
well,
so
just so y'all know, my stealth is a plus 11 now. So
I just need to know if Mama Bun wants to be able to sneak or have.
No,
baby, I don't want to be able to sneak.
I mean, I get it depends on the situation.
Everybody's gonna have to sneak around at some point, but
yeah, it's just my fat ass is gonna be the one that won't be able to sneak around.
If you could roll well, you could.
In some in a lot of
plus 2.
What Bun is saying, in a lot of situations, if you just need one person to sneak ahead or whatever, Bun is a rogue, so she's made for sneaking. So she's saying if she's thinking about like, oh, you're all going to be on a mission and one of you needs to sneak and do something, Bun will be the one to do that because she's the rogue. But if I have you in a situation where everybody has to sneak,
right,
you might want to be able to sneak better.
I don't want to be clanging around making all this noise.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's more silly.
Kai will be clanking around either way, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's just, do you want to be able to sneak or not?
Yes, I do. I want to be stealthy as well.
So you want to do she's gonna want to do medium.
Because I feel like I'm good at hand-to-hand combat, so I can sneak up behind them. I can take.
Sure.
them.
She's actually built for medium armor. She has a +2 in her dex, which is perfect.
Yeah.
Now I'm the nerd.
No, you're the DM. That's what we do.
Okay.
Let me go look at. I gotta go look at the armor list again because I kind of forget it
I
sometimes.
think it goes up to like 14 or 15.
Yeah, but half plate is loud.
Oh yeah, that top tier for medium
Is loud.
The second tier you can have it without the disadvantage.
That I just can't remember what it's called. Yes, breastplate. She can do breastplate. So a breastplate. So Bun, she's gonna get a breastplate from Thalius for her promotion thing, I guess.
Okay.
Well, she could. Never mind. So that's the highest you can go without getting disadvantage on your stealth. It's going to be 14 plus her dex mod, which is 2, so she's going to have a 16 AC.
Oh yeah.
But she won't take a disadvantage on stealth. Good for her.
Thank you.
You're welcome too.
Do you use a shield already? Or not?
No, I don't think.
Okay. Do you want a shield? You can have one if you want. Here's what a shield does.
Mhm.
You can only use your weapon one-handed. So
Mhm.
for you couldn't use the D10. You'd always have to roll D8 while the shield is out. But the shield gives you +2 to your armor class, your AC, which makes it harder for things to hit you. It doesn't do anything to your stealth or anything. It's whether you want to be able to do more damage or have more defense. Essentially, is what I'm telling you.
I kind of want to be able to do more damage.
Okay, so no shield. Got it. All right.
Can my because when we were building the character, I said that I wanted to have wings. My wings can't be a form of shield, or no, it has to be something.
No, they're fleshy. All they would do is get hurt. You don't want to do.
Okay.
They're like soft feathers.
Yeah. It's just like bird. It's like bird wings. It's feathers with skin. I like you though. I like that though because you're already a D&D player trying to give yourself more stuff. I'm gonna say no to. You're just like everybody else. Okay. Let's see. What else does she need? She needs this is a bonus item. It's not what I want to really give you, but I will give it to you anyways. I will give you a ring of counter spell. Okay. This ring this is to Mama Bun specifically, unless she gives it to someone else. What it does, it's a ring of counter spell.
Okay.
Once per long rest, she can use the ring to cast counter spell up to any level 5 spell. Okay.
Used to counter any level 5 up to any level 5 spell.
Right. It's actually it's cast its own spell. Counter spell is a spell that stops other spells.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll remember it for you, and I'll tell you when it's usable. It's
somebody tries to put a spell or use a spell or something, I can counter spell it as long as it's level 5 or below.
Right. Once a day, but it recharges at the end of at the start of a new day.
So long rest means a day, pretty much.
You're gonna get me on a tangent here. Nomi already knows this argument. I've had it a million times.
Don't worry. Yeah, technically you cannot. You don't have your long rests don't have to be at night, but people normally just do it. It's easier for. But yeah.
Well, different books call a day a different thing. Yeah. Sometimes they mean literally at midnight. Sometimes they mean at a long rest.
Sometimes it's recharge at dawn.
Yeah, or it'll be dawn like 6 a.m. and it's just so damn stupid, and it makes me mad.
Yeah,
They're never consistent about it, and it makes me so upset.
Well,
so I'm gonna say long rests whenever you want.
Yeah, the beauty of DM is you can just be like, I don't care. Everything works this way. Please.
It's a long rest. That's kind of what I use it as.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yes, that's a bonus item, but just because you need something small, kind of like Bun's amulet, doesn't do a whole lot.
Also, a once per day counterspell is useful.
It is useful, but it's not. I mean, it could be vital too, just like any other item. But you're not going to be using it every day.
And you said that I can pass it off to people too,
you
or
give it if you don't want it, you can give it to someone else if you want.
It's up to you.
Day or if they would have it then.
No, they would just have it. I mean,
Oh no, okay.
they could give it back to you if you want. I mean, it's not attuned to you or anything. It's like it's like a trinket, kind of like
Oh god, we're gonna have to go into how attunement works later in this campaign.
attuning. Yeah. Oopsie, I forgot.
No, but yeah, you can. But yeah, it just works for whoever has it.
Got it. Okay.
Sure. Okay. And then I'm going to give you one more thing.
Okay.
But I need to look it up real quick to make sure it's what I think it is.
Baby, are you putting that on my sheet too, or do I have to write it down?
Which one? The ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can put it on your sheet.
Okay.
Hey Kai,
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to look at the book. Damn it.
which one's better, traveling fast or seeing far?
I think Kai's dead.
I'd probably go with traveling fast.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what we're seeing.
There's a barbarian thing at level 6 where traveling speed, if we're on foot or mounted like on a horse, is double. It's double speed.
Let me see the name that you
Oh,
wrote
dang, you
down.
really need to get Brixby back.
Well, it's
Did you see the what?
The name of the
yeah, but even until then, it's on foot as well. So that's
The name of it?
Yeah.
we'll just walk. We'll just walk places faster.
For one, the armor I gave you, make sure it's adamantine, Bun. It has the adamantine trait, which means that Mama Bun, her character cannot be critted against.
Okay.
That's not really part of it, but I need to make that clear.
You said make sure that it's
Adamantine. That's ADAMANTINE.
okay.
I got it now. If you want me to.
Okay. For the breastplate, right?
Yeah, for the breastplate. It's adamantine breastplate.
Hey,
Yeah,
Chase,
okay.
can I tell you something that might make you upset?
Maybe.
Just because I want to see your reaction to it.
Okay.
All right. From Bounding into Comics, The Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim, co-writer Philip Boyes defends decision to explain original canon. Professor Tolkien said in his letters that sometimes the most compelling story is the untold story.
Oh boy.
Okay. Whatever. Bunch of morons who don't know anything about Tolkien. Okay. Whatever. Shut up. Shut up. Go away.
Shoo shoo.
Is this what I think it is?
What?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Why not? Whatever. Mama Bun, give yourself a or I guess Bun, because she's writing this down for you.
Yeah.
What is it?
You're going to actually, I don't know. Let me think.
Oh, are you sure?
I don't know if I want to keep that or not. I don't know if that's useful enough. Screw it. Give Mama Bun an immovable rod, please.
You got it.
It's kind of a party item, but I'll give it to her anyways. Why not? An immovable rod's pretty easy. It has a command word. It's like it's just a rod. It's a metal rod. Immovable. IMM.
OV, ABA.
OV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
There you go. Immovable rod. Essentially, it's a rod. It's like a metal rod. You say the command word, and it becomes stationary in the air or wherever you put it, and it will not move, except unless it's under like 500 pounds of pressure or something.
Okay.
It's like it has like a really high limit.
Okay.
It's very useful for a lot of different things. You can
Yeah.
get creative with it.
Okay.
Yep. I got it.
Kind of a party item, but you're holding it, and it's given to you by the Thalius.
What's the word that you have to say? Do I make it up or something?
There's no particular word. You could make it up.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That could be it. It could be in a different language too.
Somebody stabbed me to death before I finished it.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Immovable rods can kind of break shit if you get really creative with it.
Okay.
Depends on how smart your party is.
Okay.
Well, we've already proven that's not the case.
Yeah, so it's probably just gonna end up being like a step ladder or something.
Listen, I think I'm pretty smart, maybe a little bit.
I think we already proved that none of us even had an intelligence of 14 would say otherwise.
I had a party with an immovable rod. They were trying. They had to steal a bunch of gold from a horse-drawn carriage or something. So what they did is they I can't remember how exactly they like used the environment to disguise this rod so that the carriage would drive over it, and it ripped a hole in the carriage and like all the money fell out on the ground. So you can get really smart with it if you think about what it does.
Okay.
I've had people climb up indefinitely with it. I
was thinking about that. Wait, is it pointed at one end or it's blunt on either end?
Blunt on both ends. It's basically just like a metal rod that you'd find
like rebar or something like that.
Yeah, like rebar, but instead of square, it's circular.
Right.
Okay.
You can do a lot with it.
Okay.
I didn't know if I wanted to give it to you or not. Depends on circumstances. But there you go. Okay.
Can't take it back.
That shit. You don't have to keep it. All of the items I just give to the party, but I try to give things that might be useful to you.
Okay.
Later.
And can be shared with the team, kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
of course. This item might be very useful for you later.
Okay.
For one reason or another. Cool. That should do it.
Thank you.
Fighters are, by the way, probably one of the hardest classes to give magic items to, because they don't want a damn thing other than hidden shit. You don't give them a better weapon or armor, they get pissed off. They're like, "Oh, I don't want this item. I want to be able to hit shit harder." Like, oh my god.
Okay. Yay.
All right. Cool. I did that. I am exhausted. Can we end yet? I'm so
Yeah, we can basically, and we got everything we need to do. So
and then next session, I've got a lot of stuff planned.
Next
Yeah,
session we can go exploring and do whatever we can.
and hopefully kill someone.
Adventure.
After I made the promise that we'll behave in the city.
Sorry for the roleplay heavy shit, but you had to meet Liliana. She's appeared in almost every campaign that I've run. She's a
Nice.
recurring character. I don't know why I tell you guys that. A lot of my characters are just reskins. Just like I don't feel like making new characters. I'll just give you the
I'll
old ones.
just make her this,
say,
give her white hair, make her special.
I was gonna say, why be original when I could just use my original characters?
Actually, she's always had white hair and purple eyes. That's actually a normal trait. Now, that's not always a bad thing in the campaign, but yeah. Thank you for playing. Thank you.
Sorry, I had went out by accident, but
you're okay. Right? We're gonna. I gotta go to bed because I gotta go to work in.
Yeah, he's
6 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours. Oh Jesus!
I've had to do that.
Me too.
Oh, God.
Actually, the first time I ever played Persona 5, that's what happened to me.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I was like, it's 3 a.m. and I gotta go to work at 6.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's what happens when you get sucked into a game.
Persona 5, it killed me. I was like,
I remember I was like that with all the Danganronpas.
All right,
like I think
I say we should probably end it so that the young man can get to bed early.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed. So, thank you everyone for coming. I know it wasn't like the most exciting session ever, but hopefully you got some info that you needed, some much needed info. You met an interesting character. Hopefully, she's not omniscient. Okay, she knows a lot, but she doesn't know everything. But you basically just talk. You just talk straight to the DM for like.
Yeah, you don't want to make her omniscient. Then they'll be just like, "Hey, this thing in my backstory. Tell me how to solve it right now, please."
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay,
for real.
Nomi, I don't know how to solve yours. It's up to you, bro. I couldn't solve it if I wanted to.
He just got a bunch of family baggage.
I mean, I know.
Nomi's mystery is one of those things. Like, I don't know what to do, dude. You're just gonna have to figure it out.
I'm solving my own thing. You're just the one deciding what the truth of the matter is.
Mine is simple. Yeah, I was gonna say mine is simple. Mine is just kill all the fuckers that betrayed me.
I like Mornoth's story because everybody already knows who he is.
Honestly, more. I'm kind of surprised he didn't ask like the locations of like a couple of them.
But I thought he was going to.
Well, in his mind, that he still isn't anywhere near the strength that he was before. I'm trying to do it, but and that's why he is still wanting to try to get stronger because he wants to at least be at the same level that he was before he got locked up.
If I ever have to do my introduction to a royal family again as Saryah, I'm not doing it. That took a lot out of me. I'm like,
why?
What country from? I'm like, yeah, it came so good. I'm just like, I feel like I'm on Game of Thrones. I am from House, the weather,
like you didn't have to do that. You're technically not a slave anymore. You don't need to keep saying it.
As she said, like ingrained in her character now.
She's literally like, it's like ingrained in her. She can't stop.
You can tell her that, but it's like this is how I've been for how many years? Over 100.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but you can teach an old dog new tricks. So you need to
eventually, but it's going to take a bit.
Eventually.
Like her whole the whole order thing from the beginning. Remember Mornoth?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay, let's get out of here, man. I gotta go, man. I eventually my work schedule will even out, and I won't be able to play. chunks.
It's fine. No one's blaming you. No one's surprised. It's Christmas. You work at a freaking UPS thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I get UPS every other
Cost
day.
my
So I know.
job, Nomi. Jesus. All right, we're out of
Please,
here.
we
before
already did that.
Nomi's like, guys, Chaser's name is and his social security number is.
I got it on Discord if you want me to say.
He lives at 308. He lives at 308 Negro Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Shut up, Nomi. Okay. Anyways,
Alright.
I was your DM Chaser. We had Mornoth Woras, played by Kai Schwarzer, Thakar Zorian, played by Nomi Eswins, Saryah, played by Bun, and Saaya, played by Mama Bun. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a good night. I'm gonna
You
let
too.
I end the stream because last time I tried to end the stream, I accidentally didn't end the stream. So
Yeah, you just push the button here in the corner called end stream.
good night, everybody.
Good
Bye bye.
night.
Bye.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.